So the first card you have your past is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, this is about holding on, and I am seeing this quite literally, actually. I'm seeing that you're holding on to what you have. You could have been trying to save some money, actually, just being really careful with money. Maybe a little bit too careful, actually, because I'm seeing, if you look at the man on this card, he has money all over him, actually. I'll move this so you can see. He has money on his feet, he has money on he's holding money in his hands, he has money on his head. So he has money all over him, but he's not very comfortable because, you know, he's sitting on a concrete bench for a start, and he's afraid to move. If he moved, he'd lose all the coins. One would go rolling this way, the other one would fall off that way, and he'd lose everything. So what I'm seeing is that, you know, he's so uncomfortable. So don't be so uncomfortable that you're hanging on so tightly that you're afraid to lose everything and you can't move. It's like you can't move that way. Oh, if I spend that little bit of money, oh, I can't. And if I move this, that kind of feeling I'm getting around this. So yes, if this resonates, of course, yes, there's nothing wrong with saving your money. But don't strain yourself so much that you can't move. Give yourself a little bit of space. I'm just feeling a bit claustrophobic when I look at this card because he can't move. Look how hunched up he is. So, you know, don't be like that. Give yourself some space. And quite often I find that if I'm trying to really, really, really save and be so kind of mean that I can't spend on even a tiny thing here or there, it can make me go the other way, actually. I go crazy, then I start spending on silly things. So give yourself a balance here. Don't be too crazy about saving. Try to be a bit looser about it. Don't be so tight like this guy. So I'm going to move this back so you can see everything again. So the next card you have, your past, is the Seven of Cups. So yes, this is the decision card, but sometimes this can be the difficult decision card where people aren't sure what decision to make, and sometimes it's up in the air. It can be all sorts of different things. But I am seeing in this card, this is about decisions. You had a decision to make, but you were stalling on this decision. You're afraid of making the wrong decision. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, it could have something to do with this money that you were saving. Excuse me. You're hanging on to this money. So maybe you had a financial decision to make. Maybe you were sorry about my throat. You're holding back, you're stalling. Maybe you're a little bit afraid to spend on something, and it might have been a financial decision that you had to spend money. Maybe you were saving a lot to spend and it was a big thing for you, something like that. Yes, it must have been a very big financial decision because I'm seeing that you're really worried about this and you're in the dark. You weren't sure what to do. Look at the silhouette of this man. He's in the dark. He has all these decisions in front of him. There's a lot of gold, a lot of money that needs to be spent, and he's just not sure what to do. So that's how you were at that time. So the last card you have, your past, is the Queen of Cups. So yes, there's a lot of emotion in this card. Obviously, there's emotion. That's what this is about. This is a water card. Yes, I'm seeing some emotions that aren't being shown, actually. So this queen has a lot of emotion. She has also a lot of imagination inside her. She's thinking a lot. She's imagining things. But she isn't showing this on her face. She's just staring at this cup, which is where her emotions are. And if you look at this cup, it's very, very ornate. It's highly decorated, has a lot of things around it. So you're spending a lot of time and a lot of energy, because what I'm seeing, a lot of work's gone into making this beautiful cup. So a lot of work is going in to your emotions, to your imagination. You're imagining a situation. I'm seeing that you probably were hoping that you were going to be with someone. You were imagining, oh, I'd love to have this person in my life. This is what it would be like. It would be perfect. I wish they'd come into my... It's that kind of thinking I'm seeing that you were doing at this time about someone. And, you know, you put so much thought into this, so much energy into this, and you were just really, really, really thinking about this person and being hopeful, And yes, she's keeping it to herself also, so you probably weren't telling a lot of people about this. You were just imagining this. So the first card you have your present is the Ten of Wands. Yes, you're still carrying a lot of stress. You're carrying a lot of stress over this financial decision that you have to make. I'm also seeing that there could be someone trying to pressure you. I'm seeing a lot of pressure in this card. Obviously, this is a burden card. So someone might be trying to persuade you to make a certain decision or influence you about this financial decision. I'm seeing you're already carrying a lot of stress about this yourself. And, if this resonates, just don't listen to this other person. Try to listen to your own advice, not this other person's advice. Yes, if you need advice and ask for it, that's fine. But if this is unwanted advice, if you feel pressured, don't listen to this person. And you might even have to say to them, I don't want to talk about this at this time. I'm trying to think about this by myself. Thank you. Something like that. Maybe not that rude, but don't let this person influence you, because I'm seeing that with this Queen of Cups, you have a lot of emotions as well. So you might be emotionally vulnerable as well. So when you're at that vulnerable point, you can easily be persuaded, easily be misled into things. So don't listen to this person. Listen to your own instincts. Maybe get some time to yourself to really decide this for yourself. But at least get away from this person who's trying to persuade you. So the next card you have for your present is the Lovers. So yes, this is about decisions again. And I'm actually seeing there's probably one good choice and one bad choice. This is what this is about. The Lovers card, obviously this is about Adam and Eve and the snake tempting Eve and all of this kind of thing. So yes, there was one good choice in that biblical story and one bad choice. So you need to find what that good choice is, what that perfect choice is with this financial situation. So again, I'm seeing go by yourself, try to meditate if this is something you do. Make this decision by yourself. Sit there quietly, think about this very carefully, and then go and make this decision. Make sure this is your own decision. The snake tempted Eve in this situation, in this story. Don't let anyone tempt you. Don't let anyone persuade you. Make sure that your decision is your decision. That's what I'm seeing in that card. The last card you have, your present, is Judgment. So yes, I can see a few things in this Judgment card. The first thing I see is, obviously this card's about finality. Finality. When you have Judgment, it's final. There's no going back. That's it. What's done is done. You can't go back on this. So that might be another reason why you're very stressed about making this decision, because you're stressed about the finality of it. Once you've made this decision, it's made. You can't change your mind. And it's also about urgency. So yes, once the angel on this card blows his trumpet, it's time to go. Ready or not, it's time. You can't do anything. You just have to go with what's happening. So you're a little bit afraid that once you make this decision, it's going to be final. You're not going to be able to go back from it. And also it might be time sensitive as well. You might have to make this decision by a certain deadline or something like that. The other thing I'm seeing with this Judgment card is this person in this Queen of Cups that you're hoping or thinking about or wishing would come to you. This might be someone from your past. This might be someone who you might have been with before, have some sort of romantic connection with before. I am seeing that there was some judgment going on with this person. They might have judged you when you separated from them. You might have judged them. There was some difficulty going on. You might be overlooking whatever that was. Things were not perfect. Try not to go. The Queen of Cups has a great imagination. She's thinking, she's imagining everything's perfect and wonderful and romantic and beautiful. Things were not like that in reality. Try and think about things objectively, good and bad. Don't just see the good. Don't just do that. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing this is about this decision again. You're still going to be worried about this. I know this is specific, but I keep on seeing this financial decision all the way through this reading. It will only resonate with some people, I know that. But I keep seeing this, so I have to keep on telling you what I'm seeing. So this is, again, these Two of Swords. This woman is in fear. She has her swords up. She doesn't know what to do. She's stuck in a decision. She doesn't know whether to go this way or that way. But she's also afraid to do anything. She has her blindfold on. So what I'm seeing is, try not to let your fears around this decision stop you from seeing clearly, because there is a clear right way. I'm seeing that in the Lovers card. So, yeah, one thing standing out over another thing. One decision is standing out over another one. I'm seeing that. You might not see that. So try to relax as much as you can. Try to let your intuition work properly. The woman on this card, yes, again, she's blindfolded. She's defensive. She's stopping herself from seeing what she needs to see. So you might be really anxious, really worried, stopping yourself from letting your intuition come in, stopping yourself from letting your true feelings come in about this decision, and letting yourself open to let the right decision come into you. So again, try and meditate so that you can use your intuition and then you can make this decision. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, I love this card, obviously. I'm so glad you have this card. Excuse me. So this decision's going to definitely be made. I'm seeing it's going to happen. This is about change. This is about newness. So this is going to happen. You're going to make this decision. Also with the Ace of Pentacles, it's going to be positive, I'm seeing. And you have Judgment. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So yes, this is looking really positive. I'm seeing again with this Ace of Pentacles. I know I said that, sorry, I'm repeating myself. And once this decision's made, the road's going to be clear to allow you to move forward with a lot of other practical things that come from this decision. So when you make this financial decision, you're going to have to take a lot of action to move forward with things you need to do. These are going to be really, really positive. I'm seeing this large purchase. This might be an investment in your future. This might be some purchase or something that affects other people. So that could be another reason why you're hesitating so much, because it affects other people. But this practical decision, it is going to be made. The outcome will be positive. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing fresh starts with the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing as well. The last card you have for your future is, yes, the Devil. So this is what I'm seeing. Don't be angry. This is what I'm seeing. You have another decision to make, or you're going to in your future. This is in your future. This is reflecting what I was seeing in the Queen of Cups and Judgment. You might have a rose-tinted view about someone who you're thinking about, who you're wanting back. This is a rose-tinted view. There was judgment, there were problems in this relationship. You weren't seeing them when you were looking back on it. You were looking back fondly, thinking, oh, everything was lovely. It wasn't. There were problems. I'm also seeing some backwards and forwards going on in this love situation. So maybe you were going backwards and forwards with this person in your past. You're probably not together with this person at this time in your future yet. You may come back and see this person again. This person's on your mind a lot. They're still going to be on your mind a lot. And they're going to be on your mind all the time. In the future, you might not be able to get them out of your mind and your heart. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if there's a romantic situation and you're hoping for someone, but there was judgment, there were problems there, and you were imagining the best, but actually you're hiding the worst of what you're thinking about this person. And then to top it all off, you have the Devil card. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles telling you about fresh starts and moving on from something. Obviously, this is going to tell me that this person in the Queen of Cups who you're wanting isn't going to be the best person for you. Now, you might not listen to me. And I might be wrong, I don't know. I might be, this might not apply to you. That's what I'm seeing. So I have to tell you what I'm seeing. So take a very good hard look at this person. Take a very good long hard look at this situation you're in. When you're looking back on your relationship with this person, see it objectively. See both right and wrong. See the reality of the situation. Don't be stuck to the Devil. I'm not saying they're evil like the Devil, but I'm saying that you might be stuck to a situation that might not be good for you. That's all I'm seeing. So, and even if you're not with them, you can be stuck with someone in your mind and in your heart that stops you from moving on. So that's what I'm seeing there.